Hey doing everyone, welcome back. Well, Donald Trump has a very interesting strategy when it comes to this campaign. I'm not quite so sure I understand it, but he's the smartest person who has ever smarted and, you know, I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I guess he's playing like 7 or 8 dimensional chess while we're just getting the checkerboard set up or something like that. So, he's holding campaign events. Now, granted, they're fundraising events, I get it. But campaign events in California. California. Now, granted, he has said in the past that he could win California if the votes were counted correctly. Well, no, if they're counted correctly, you don't have a shot in California, dude. But he also said that if Jesus came down and counted the votes, he would win California. Well, tell you what, Donnie, you sure like to throw that name out there a whole lot, but you show no signs of even knowing anything about Jesus. But again, I digress. California. You're not going to win there. I mean, I know you have donors there and whatnot, but it's not a state you're going to win. Maybe instead of doing campaign events in California, I don't know, maybe you would want to be in Arizona, Nevada, North Carolina, Georgia, maybe Pennsylvania or Wisconsin or Michigan. I don't know, just a thought. I mean, the way things are going, looks like you might even want to be campaigning in Florida because that's actually getting pretty close. Yeah, Florida's getting close. So, possibly even Texas. I mean, I don't think Kamala will flip Texas. I really don't think she'll flip Florida either. But those states are closer than they should be. Maybe spend some time in some swing states, Don. Some battleground areas where, you're not really doing all that well. But then he's got an event coming up in New York. I mean, he said earlier this year that he could win New York and he could win New Jersey. On what planet? On what planet? You're going to lose both of those probably by double digits. As well as California. It's not like, my home state of Iowa, which is going to go for Trump by a large margin. It's not like Wyoming, where, yeah, you're going to win in a landslide, or Utah, or, Alabama. You might want to focus on some states that you might actually need to win. But you know what? Since you're not, I'm going to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing because it's not working for you. Let Kamala Harris campaign in those states because she has been, and she's winning people over. She's narrowing the gap in states that should go red. She is within a point or less in what are currently swing states that have traditionally been red. She's leading in the swing states that have been traditionally blue. I don't remember if it's. I think Trump has just a sliver of a point edge in Georgia, and they're exactly tied in North Carolina. You know, and both of those are traditionally red states. Arizona, Trump has a sliver of a point of a lead there. Traditionally red. Nevada, that's actually our most reliable bellwether state, really. So whichever way Nevada goes, that's probably the way the election will go. More than likely. More than likely. I mean, obviously, there's no guarantee on that. But yeah, she's leading in those 3 Rust Belt states that used to make up the blue wall. And I don't know if that blue wall is back intact or not. It looks like it might be. Campaigning where you have no shot of winning gives you even less of a shot of winning. I mean, I am highly underqualified to be the President of the United States. I think I'm probably more qualified than Trump is, but that's not really saying much. I mean, my dog is more qualified than he is. She's a cantankerous old biddy. But she's, I know that if I were the candidate, I know exactly where I would be right now. I would be in my neighboring state of Wisconsin. And then from there, I would go to their neighboring state of Michigan. And then I'd head down to Pennsylvania. And I'd go down south. North Carolina and Georgia. And then I'd go west. Arizona and Nevada. And then I would do it all again. That's the way I would be doing it, you know, if this was my campaign. And I'm not even all that savvy when it comes to political strategy, but even I know that. I mean, I kind of know political strategy enough. I've been involved in politics before. But it's just a strange strategy to me. You know, you might want to focus on places where you actually have a chance to win. Actually, you might even want to focus on states like Florida, where Harris is catching up quickly. And if you're not careful, it could be in play. Actually, according to one of the polling maps that I saw, Florida's on the map. You know, I mean, it's there. It's up for grabs according to, now keep in mind, that's one source. So take that for what it is. But one source has Florida absolutely in play. So if Florida's in play, Texas isn't too far behind because the lead in Texas is not that much more. So Donald Trump is too arrogant to listen to someone like me. So if this video ever does get to him, he's going to ignore it anyway. And that's alright, because I don't want him to win anyway. Ever. Again. Never wanted him to win the first time. But I will let him run his campaign however he wants, and if that causes him to lose, more power to him. I'll see you next time.